Hey everyone, what's up? This is Blaze and welcome. So this is just going to be a kind of a mini series on the crafting for Khrysalis Part 2, which is something that I wanted to do in the test run but never really got around to it. And I've done all the crafting up to Azteca, well through Azteca, and the next one is the Khrysalis Part 2 Promethean crafting. So I have the badge on right now, which is Transcendent, and the next level is going to be Promethean for level 90. So, and then the legendary crafting will be, in the next one. So that's kind of how crafting goes. But basically, I know a lot of you know about my Storm Wizard. What I did was I crafted the items on this character because he is a transcendent crafter, and then I transferred the items over through the shared bank. So I think that's a good idea to do it. Just have one of your characters be like the main crafter, get him leveled up, get that wizard leveled up as high as you can with crafting, and then you can just craft the materials on that person. So I'm gonna get some mana here. That music is really loud. I'll turn it down in a second. So what we're gonna do is, to start off the crafting, the person you have to talk to, I think his name is Azumat, and he's over in the 3 points. So that's where we have to go. I actually just recently finished Azteca on my Storm Wizard. I just posted that video from the live stream, which I recorded on Saturday. So let's head over to Azumat. I hope his name is Azumat, because I'm pretty sure that's what his name is. And he has the quest to start the Promethean crafting. I don't know, I was like really close to starting to record it in the test round, but then no, it's not Azumat. Who's Azumat? I was close though. I don't know where I got the name from, but his name is Ostameka. I don't know how you say it. Wave the crafter, let's go.
Hear me when I say that the stories of your talents have reached my ears. Sadly, my art may soon be no more.
He's an artist?
But if you are to carry my knowledge forward and enhance your skills, you must continue your studies far from here. I was trained by the legendary Stendil Hammertail, who hails from the shadowed world of Khrysalis. Seek Stendil Hammertail in the silent market of Bastion. He must now guide you along the way of the crafter.
The way of the crafter. I don't know where I got the name Azumat. I'm pretty sure it's the name of someone or something in this game, I would guess. Okay, we're just gonna go back to my house and head over to Bastion in Khrysalis. Alright, Khrysalis. Let's look at the quest once we get here. Okay, where's the quest at? Here it is. I have to go talk to this guy in the silent market. Wave the crafter. 70 gold, wow. Not bad. Pretty much probably have almost max gold on this character. I have max gold on most of my characters. I don't spend too much on gold because I don't really need to craft, or not craft. Well, crafting does take a lot of gold, but I don't really need to hatch a lot. That's the thing that takes up the most gold.
It is an honor to meet you, Spellbinder. If it's knowledge you're in search of, you come to the right place. I see by your bearing that you know your way around a crafting table, but there's always more to learn. The crafting skill of the burrowers harkens back to the old times. There's much I can teach you. Let us begin with a simple exercise that my master forced me to repeat 100 times. Crafting an ornate
That sounds horrible.
chair.
100 chairs?
No, you only have to make it once. I can say you the recipe, but you'll need to collect the ingredients yourself. We burrowers appreciate
Pretty ornate chair.
Do this right, and I'll reward you the Promethean Crafter badge.
Promethean crafter. Alright, so he sells a chair. That's literally all he sells. And it's going to take us... the only thing I really need is 2 more of the comet tails, and I will show you guys where to get those after this. So, alright. What was the name of it? Was the name of this quest? Yeah, Stop Hammertail. Yep, that's a good name. Okay, so to craft the chair, where's the chair at? Here's a chair. We need 2 more comet tails. Comet tails are like the main reagent that you find lying around in Khrysalis Part 2. And I can just buy perfect jades from a vendor. Sunstone, I do magma piece, so I have a bunch of those. Everything else is fairly easy to get. Turquoise may be a little bit of a problem. Golden pearls you can buy, or you can find or buy. Deep mushrooms are easy, so I would say turquoise. Comet-tails aren't even that hard anymore, and sunstone are probably the most difficult things, the reagents to get for this. So what we need to do is head over to the best spot to get comet-tails. And if you go to these spots, well, it's mostly one spot. If you go to the spot on an off time or a off realm that's not popular, then wow, I just went the wrong way, didn't I? Yes, I did. Ignore this. Well, don't ignore what I'm saying. If you go to these spots on an off time, you're probably guaranteed going to find comet-tails pretty quickly. The first spot is the sardonyx. That has a couple good spots for comet-tails, and then the other spot is right where Moros, the shadow tree, is, outside of Morganth's Shadow Palace place. There's a good spot there for comet-tails, which is where I'm heading right now, because that seems like the prime location. That's the sardonyx, I think. Conda Desert. What is this one? The Hive. I think, yeah, we have to go to the Hive. I don't know if there's a teleporter to the Shadow Tree place. If there is, I'm sorry. I'm bad. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just cut to when we get over there, because I don't want to waste too much time on this. So I will cut to when we head over to the Moros Shadow Tree place. Okay, so I just realized how bad I am at navigating through the Hive. So here we are in the outside of Morganth's Shadow Palace, where Moros, the nice looking tree, is. So basically all around here, you see these like glowing things above these comets. That is the comet-tails. And around here there's various spots where you could find them. And if there isn't any, or you need more than like 2 or 3, because you need 6 to craft this, all you gotta do is switch realms. So I think I'm currently in like Vampire, so these lower realms most likely have a lot of comet-tails available. So, and there's also other reagents like wood blocks, or not wood blocks, stone blocks, and wooden chests. Okay. Oh, actually, whoa, there's like ore over here too. This is like reagent central. I'm gonna collect all this for no reason. How much gold do we get? 134. Okay. So we now have enough to get the... Oh, there's even scrap iron. Oh my... Let's check the chair. Where's our amazing chair? There it is. 9 out of 8. And all I need to do is go buy perfect jade from a vendor, and then we'll be ready to craft this. So, have I ever even shown... I think I have. Yeah, I've shown in a video. I was like, have I even shown my like crafting basement where I have all my crafting tables? Yeah, I'll show that. So, I'll go buy the jade, and then we'll... I'll be back when I'm in my crafting lab in my basement of my life house. So, I'll see you guys then. Wow, I haven't even loaded the life house on this computer yet. So, we're heading down to the basement where I keep a bunch of weird stuff. But the most important thing is my crafting tables. It's gonna be housing crafting, I'm pretty sure. So, housing crafting, ornate burrower chair. There it is, with its jewels and everything. I guess that, yeah, the jade is right there. Well, one of them. Maybe they combine. Oh, actually, there could be some jades down there. So, slot ready. I'm gonna craft this amazing looking chair. What do you want?
Hello, Wizard. I noticed your back
Oh,
going.
yeah.
Feeding an item to a pet will give you one of several possible rewards.
Actually, not having over 100 items is pretty good for me, because I usually am at like 110 to 120. So, alright, I guess we could go home to our dorm. I remember I showed my dorm off on stream. Do I still have like... No, that was in my, I actually haven't been to this dorm in forever. This is my lifehouse dorm. I have a basic crafting table in here. I don't even know. It hasn't even loaded everything. I think it's just pets. Some of them. I don't know. Alright. Let's head back to the Salon Market. And we'll talk to Mr. Hammer Time. And finish up. This is actually really easy. If this is all we have to do for this crafting quest. Because compared to other... Maybe I just had all the materials. Well, I don't know. I mean, comet tails are really easy. In past worlds, there were some fairly difficult items you had to get. but I would think a lot of people, if you're into crafting, would have a lot of sunstone by now because it's pretty common ingredient in a lot of recipes. Alright, got your chair.
Have
So you don't have to
finished
stand.
the ornate burrower chair? You have? Well, let me see it. Now that is one fine piece of sitting equipment. Why, I'd say you've more than earned this Promethean Crafter badge.
Well, where is it? Transcendent. Is it all the way? Is it gonna be all the way at the end? I really hope I don't miss it. Promethean Crafter. All right, we got it. And I don't have my overhead name on. What am I doing? Where's overhead names? All. There we go. Boom. Promethean Crafter. A lot easier than I expected. I don't know. You just had to create one chair. I feel like there's a lot more difficult ones like Zafaria crafting, and even back in Dragon's Power when I was doing that, that was actually kind of difficult. You had to make like what are those, daggers or something. Yeah. So that is all you have to do after you've done Aztec or crafting is make one chair for this guy so he can sit and not have to stand it anymore. Even though he has a pretty nice looking staff there. Make him a chair and you're ready to go and you get that crafting badge. So now that we have the crafting badge, we can head over to the Sardonyx, and that is where some of the other recipe vendors are. We can go ahead and look at some of the Shadowforge stuff, which a lot of people asked me about, and I may have mentioned it once in a previous video, but I didn't really do anything about the Shadow stuff during the test round because I didn't really think it was that good. I mean, come on, if you look at the... Oh, we can look at him now. Let me see where the person is. Shadowforged weapon person. The arms master. Here they are. The best thing about these is the look of them. Like, the transmogs for these wands are really good. Let me just go through all of them. I think I already was, but we'll do it again. This one looks really cool. We've got the fire one. The storm one. The life one looks pretty bad. Probably the worst one. That's the balance one, isn't it? Yep. That looks pretty cool. And there is the ice one. So these are what the new staffs look like from the Shadowforged. And if we look at the stats, may cast Earthwalker, Cyclops, Skeletal Pirate, Phoenix, Stormzilla, Rebirth, Ninja Pig, and Colossus. So, I don't know. I mean, yeah, people could say that, oh, Maycast Rebirth, that is really good. Yes, it could be, but one, I don't really know, I don't even know what triggers that, and even if you did know the trigger, it would be kind of difficult. I'm assuming it doesn't trigger every time you do whatever you need to. Stardust, I don't even know where you get that. And, I don't know, and the stats on this weapon are pretty bad. Like, you will get no block, no crit, no power pip. All you get is outgoing for that one. These ones you get crit, but the life one you don't get. You just get outgoing. So I don't know. I don't think it would be useful for me. I may just make one of these for the look of it. These actually look different. No, these are the same. It's actually two life ones. I just noticed that because they had to have this one for the rebirth. I may make one of these just for the look. I could make this one for my no trade. Dang it, no trade. Why? What if I stitched it? What if I stitched the look of it onto a different weapon and then traded it? Is that possible? I may try that. And then transfer it over to my Storm Wizard. That'd be cool. I think I might make that one. Oh, this one looks sick. I'm either going to make this one or the Storm one. I think I'm going to make the Storm one. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. So, I need to figure out where you get Stardust first. And then I already have enough Astral Shards. You do need Lore Master for, like, all of these. So, yeah, I'm going to have to look around for those. But once I figure out where most of these reagents are, I already have a lot of them. I just need some Water Lilies and Storm Owl TCs. Once I find all of these, then I'll get back to you guys and we'll create it. Okay, hey everyone, welcome back. So, that first part of this video I recorded yesterday, and it took me a full day to get all the materials necessary to be able to craft these wands, well, one of these wands. What happened was I went on Twitter because I was originally going to make this one, which I showed, because I wanted to give it to my Storm Wizard to stitch, but I needed one more Storm LTC, so I asked people on Twitter, and someone was kind enough to trade me one, but then someone else said that if I was going to stitch it to a wand, you still can't send it over because it'll still be no trade, even if it's just the look of the wand. So that was kind of disappointing. So what I decided to do was I went ahead and bought the recipe for the Root of the Spring, or Root of Spring, which is the life one that has the rebirth. So I might as well just make this one and see what it looks like on my Life Wizard. So what it seems like with these crafted Shadow Forged weapons is it makes the most sense to make the wand that's your school, because you can't trade them over to other wizards even wizards on the same account, because it says no trade right there. So that's that kind of sucks, but I guess that's how it goes. I don't know. I thought that you would be able to stitch it and trade it, but I guess you can't. So I'll just believe what people said, and I'll just go ahead and make the Root of Spring, which is one of the life ones. There's actually 2 life ones, and one of them is for crit, and this one is for the rebirth and some outgoing. So here's my basement where I make all the recipes and everything. I have all my stations just shoved in this corner. Let's go ahead and look at the materials that were necessary to create this. I just passed it. So here it is. For the Storm one, I'll just talk about first. The hardest thing to get out of these is the Lore Master TCs and the rank 10 spell TCs. So to get the rank 10 spell TCs, I just kind of farmed the bazaar for, you know, a few hours on and off, and I was able to get most of the rank 10s. I was just kind of buying out any rank 10 that appeared. One time someone put in like 6 Lord of Winter, so I just bought them all because they're kind of rare. So that's how you would get those. I don't know. You can farm for like Storm LTCs. Like, it was hard for me to get 4 of these. I got 3 of them in the bazaar, but I couldn't find another one. So I don't know. If you waited out enough, you could find these in the bazaar. The Lore Master TCs, obviously Lore Master drops them herself, but I know you can craft them. I just farmed Lore Master, like, I don't know, for a little while, and eventually got 3 of these that I was going to use for this. So I don't know. That was kind of difficult to get. I would say definitely the most difficult part of this entire recipe are these 2 TCs that you'll need. Same with like the life one with the Spiny Sword. The rank 10 spells are a little difficult to come by. The other thing is Stardust, which I wasn't sure of in the first part of this video. That is actually a rare reagent drop from the Comet Tails. That was really easy for me to get, especially only 2, so just start farming Comet Tails and you'll eventually get some Stardust. Aether's easy, all these other stuff you can really buy in the bazaar, except Astral Shards. I don't know, I think people might put some Astral Shards in the bazaar, but these, if you did part 2, you should have enough, I would think. So that's pretty much how difficult this recipe was to make. The first part where we had to make the chair, that was actually pretty easy, and then making these wands is a lot more difficult. Plus there's a bunch of other stuff you can make as well. So what do I need to go here? It's not basic. Is it basic? No, it's not. I think it's equipment. There it is. So here we go. We're gonna make the Root of Spring, and we'll see what it looks like. Hopefully it looks pretty sweet. I don't know if I'll transmog it, but who knows. I just kind of want to see how, if it's actually like a big staff like I thought it was going to be. Oh, that's actually a lot bigger than I expected. Okay. So that is what the Root of Spring staff looks like. I originally just wanted the Storm one to give to my Storm Wizard to stitch, but I guess that's not possible. So I'll just go ahead and take this. I don't know. I kind of just want to stitch it for fun. Because it does look kind of cool. The mushroom like glows a little bit. Doesn't look bad. I guess it looked worse in like the little picture window. The preview window. Let's get up my mount. Okay. So it is. I don't know. I may just transmog it for a little bit and just kind of see what it looks like and cast with a little bit. So that's pretty cool. So, okay, that is going to be it for this little crafting episode. I don't know. I guess I expected the crafting to be a little longer because in the Azteca crafting, it was more stuff to do. It took me a little longer. So, actually, what we can do is go back to the sardonyx. I have a port there, don't I? Yeah. We'll go to the sardonyx, and then we'll check out what other stuff we can craft. And then that'll wrap it up for this kind of mini-series. It wasn't even a series. Mighty Steed, why not? Wasn't even really a series, but that's how it goes sometimes. Let's look at furniture. So what do we got? These are all of the Khrysalis themed stuff you can make. I'll take a decent amount of comet tails, which are fairly easy to get. If you just go to where Moros is, you can just farm that for days. They're kind of expensive too, so you need to have a lot of gold for this. I'm just kind of looking at what all these are. They're not even loaded. So some cool stuff, mostly like vases, I would think. What does that sound? Umbra web bed, that's pretty cool. So there's some of the furniture items. What else is there? Equipment. I don't think the equipment was very good. Especially compared to like the Morgantha theme and ring. There's some of these. Probably wouldn't be something that I would want to buy or go for. Where is the other stuff? Well, here is all the other stuff. I don't know. Maybe people would make some of this just for certain types of defense and resistance for certain schools. I could see that, but I don't know. It doesn't give that good all-around stats like other pieces of gear does. So, Robes of Radiance Reborn. That's the life one. Remnant of Cataclysm. What is that? Death. Well, death and life, I guess. Was it even death and life? I don't know. It's a bunch. It's what also is myth block. So yeah, that's just kind of a little taste of what the Khrysalis crafting has in store if you want to make some of that kind of stuff, which I won't be. I was more interested in the Shadowforged wands, which I don't know. I think people are going to be using these more for stitching purposes rather than actually using this wand with its stats, because I don't need to make Cast Rebirth. I don't even know what triggers it, so I assume whatever triggers it is not that easy to have happen all the time, and it'll be pretty random, just like casting like fairy and all that stuff is pretty random. So anyway, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna go back on my Moonlight Pony of Amazingment. Where is it? There it is. That's going to wrap it up for Khrysalis Part 2 crafting. So a little shorter than I expected, but that's how it goes sometimes. Fairly easy to make that ornate chair, and a little more difficult to make the wands, but they're pretty cool if you want to. There's some other cool ones. I mean, let's look at the myth one. The myth one looks awesome. Blue actually made the myth one to stitch. Those look the same. This is the myth one. This one looks pretty sick. The jewel, like, it has like floating jewels around it, and then it has like the big spinning jewel in the middle. So that actually looks really cool. Heart of Darkness is the death one. I guess Blue wanted this one more than this one. It'd be cool if like the eye blinked. I don't know if it does, but there's that. Kind of like an Eye of Saruman or something. Fire one is basically a torch. I don't know. It doesn't look that good. Scales of Time is the balance one. I think it has like smoke coming out of it. And Soul of Winter is the ice one. So there's that. That's gonna wrap it up for this episode. Well, it's the only episode, but for Khrysalis Part 2 crafting. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope it gave you some insight on how to do and get some items for Khrysalis Part 2 crafting. Not too difficult. Not as difficult as other worlds, I would think. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you guys next time.